There will be spoilers in the following of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, so if you have not seen the movie yet, please go do so before continuing on with this video. One of the major things fans wanted to see in The Rise of Skywalker was the return of Anakin Skywalker's Force Ghost, a Force Ghost that we've only seen one time in the Skywalker saga at the end of Return of the Jedi, when a returned Darth Vader actually returned as Anakin Skywalker's Force Ghost to his son, Luke Skywalker. Beyond this point, including canon comic books, we've never actually seen the Anakin Skywalker Force Ghost return yet again. However, we do have information that Luke Skywalker did commune and speak with Anakin Skywalker's Force Ghost for some time after Darth Vader's passing, and apparently was a part of Luke's life up until he cut himself off from the Force about a year before The Last Jedi. Still, one of the major things that fans wanted to see in Episode 9 The Rise of Skywalker was the return of Anakin's Force Ghost, as this would bring the culmination of the Star Wars sequel trilogy to a whole, as the Chosen One would return and seemingly, potentially, even help Rey defeat Palpatine. Unfortunately though, this did not happen, although Anakin Skywalker's voice does make an appearance here, played yet again by Hayden Christensen. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter though, the screenwriter of The Rise of Skywalker, Chris Terrio, talked about how he and J.J. Abrams debated over having Anakin appear, and even more than this, how both Leia and Luke Skywalker would appear as Force Ghosts in the finale of The Rise of Skywalker, saying that they talked about this for several weeks, and decided who exactly would end up appearing, ultimately just settling on Luke and Leia. This is what Chris Terrio said about only having Luke and Leia appear as Force Ghosts. Seeing them all at the end would have been a lovely grace note, but we thought that Rey seeing her two masters, two Skywalkers, was a stronger emotion. Rey was in the unique position of having been trained by two Skywalkers, which is what's going on in the moment where she destroys the Emperor. It's her, Luke and Leia, standing together because she's got the two Skywalker sabers in her hands. Apparently they also talked about having Ben Solo return as a Force Ghost, as again because he disappeared we have confirmation that he did in fact become one, or at least something similar. As far as my own personal opinion goes, as I said in my review for The Rise of Skywalker, I really wanted to see Anakin in the final movie, and I feel like that would have been the perfect culmination of the Skywalker saga, and would have been completely appropriate. Have Anakin along with Luke and Leia help Rey in that final confrontation with Darth Sidious, as again the saber originally belonged to Anakin as well. It's not just Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, it represents the entirety of the Skywalker saga and legacy, not just Luke but his father as well. I understand not having Anakin Skywalker appear at the end of the movie on Tatooine, but I still would have liked to see him more than anybody else. With that said, I do understand the writing behind why they just wanted Rey's two masters to support her at the end, as she is holding their lightsabers at the Skywalker homestead, so it does make sense. It makes sense that her two masters would appear, as again in Return of the Jedi, Qui-Gon Jinn didn't necessarily appear to Luke Skywalker because he didn't hold a lot of significance to him, which could be the same reasoning for Rey. Anakin doesn't really hold a lot of significance for her character. With that said though, Anakin Skywalker's Force Ghost, if he was going to appear to anybody in The Rise of Skywalker, I would have loved to see him talk with Ben Solo. Anyway though, my friends, what are your guys' thoughts on this? And do you guys agree with Disney's perception on why Anakin and Ben Solo did not appear as Force Ghosts in The Rise of Skywalker, and why they just wanted Luke and Leia to appear? Do you guys agree with this sentiment or not? And did you want to see Anakin appear as a Force Ghost in the finale? As always, my friends, thank you guys so much for watching this video. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.